Good morning, and thank you once more for joining us on yet another Saturday morning to learn and to be inspired as Democrats in Greenwood County, or from whatever part of South Carolina you may be, as I'm tickled to see wonderful people from counties all over joining us for these virtual get-togethers. Before we begin our program, I'd like to share with you a moment that was captured at a recent event organized by our friends at Greenwood County Diversity, an event called Poetry of a Nation. In that event, our resident Democratic poet, Connie Edwards, had a clever message that I think will start us off right this morning.
In these troubled times, you need to look around and just find something that gladdens your heart. And I'm a big bird watcher, of course, it's probably all of you. And I wrote this little poem thinking of how much more sophisticated and kind the birds are, called Bird Song. A bevy of birds line up on the fence according to their treble song, those with the weakest pitch being given first dibs as the sun shines along. Content with their lot, being part of the choir, not wanting to lead the band, they bill and they coo while singing along and leave the pecking order to man.
Thank you, Connie and Nikki, for allowing us to share that this morning. Here's what we have on the agenda for today, and our lineup just keeps getting better. It's been a busy month for the Greenwood Democrats, and I'll share some of the highlights with you. Jitwan Floyd, chair of the Young Democrats of Greenwood, will provide some updates about what's going on in that group. Denise Waldrop has about 10 minutes of South Carolina legislative updates to keep you informed about what our elected officials are doing in Columbia. Our second vice chair, May Kung, shares her story as an immigrant and as an immigration lawyer, and will give her take on what she sees from the Biden administration. Our great friend, Senator Floyd Nicholson, is back with reflections about the last election, updates on what he's been doing since, and a scoop about his plans for the governor's mansion in 2022. Our keynote speaker is the amazing Sue Berkowitz. She is the director of the South Carolina Appleseed Legal Justice Center, and the work they do for the people of our state is amazing. And then I'll wrap up with an appreciation for our March Volunteer of the Month and deliver some final thoughts. And then we'll go to an open forum for those who are on Zoom. I encourage you to say hi in the chat window of either Facebook Live or Zoom. You are welcome to place comments there and interact with others who are here today with us. To start with, I would like to introduce the newest member of the Greenwood County Executive Committee. Serving in the role of alternate committeeman is Ahmed Hart. He's a local activist who is the president of the Greenwood Garveyites. Last summer, he organized the Black Commerce event at Magnolia Park and coordinated a few voter registration drives. I think he makes an excellent addition to our team, but let him say a few words to you this morning.
How you doing? I'm Ahmed Hart, 39 years of age, born and raised in Greenwood, South Carolina. I'm currently the president of Greenwood Garveyites, which practices Garveyism, which is self-love with minorities. We work with teens and younger kids and at youth risk to teach them education, self-love, and basically the importance of voting and being a pillar of your community. And, we're trying to spread message, spread love. We didn't tapped in with a lot of guys with the hurricanes. You know, we did a lot of community work with others, Josh Norman, DJ Swillinger, you know, and plenty of others. You know, basically my hobbies were just, you know, reading, writing. I like music, and currently I'm about to enroll in school for political science. I have a 2-year degree in electronic engineering right now, and I'm team lead at Cardinal Health. I've been there 16 years, and currently right now the supervisor until they hire one. But I'm very active in the community, and I like what y'all are doing with the community. I met with Bill earlier, well, I say mid-summer, you know, with Shay Morton, and, you know, I like how they came and supported us, and we came back and did the favor. You know, it was an excitement to me to see people from my neighborhood, outside the neighborhood, who was registered to vote and didn't know the importance of voting, because I was there at that time. So, you know, I'm willing to help and educate and reach out to the people around my age and younger and older if I have to. So, you know, it's a big compliment for y'all to even consider me, and that's about it.
Thank you, Ahmad. We look forward to working with you. Next up is our first vice chair and chair of our Search and Support Subcommittee, the Reverend James Thompson, with a quick update.
Good morning. The Search and Support Committee is compiled of members of the Democratic Party who are interested and in searching for individuals who may want to run for an office in Greenwood County. This group is a very committed group of individuals, and the work is actually done every day. It's an opportunity for us to interact with people and to encourage them to run for office. We meet on the second Thursdays of the month. Our next meeting is, I believe it's March 11th. And we will meet by Zoom and by audio. And we'd like to encourage you to participate with us. If you're interested in joining the Search and Support Committee, please join with us. As I stated before, we're looking for individuals, and also we would like to support individuals who are running. That will be by, sharing information, talking points, and encourage and doing some debating and things like that. So I'm presently chairing this organization. It's been going for a while. I encourage you to join us and get involved. The next election that's coming up that we will be centered on and looking forward to is the 96 District 52 School Board election, and that will be coming up. So we encourage you to join in and work with us, and as far as the Search and Support Committee. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Reverend Thompson. I'll repeat what he said. If you are interested in joining this committee, we are meeting this Thursday, March 11th at 6 p.m. And if you are considering diving into the waters of running for public office, we're here to help. Under the direction of Wanda Moore, our community care movement has taken off. In just a few months, our efforts earned a front page article in the Index Journal. The main activity for February was an informative and interesting heart health seminar given by Dr. Paul Kim of Advanced Cardiology Associates. The full event, including a riveting question and answer period, is available on our YouTube channel. But here's just a little taste of how it went.
So welcome you all to this wonderful, beautiful Zoom and Facebook Live. And thank you so much for all of you guys for tuning in.
So I appreciate the honor and the privilege of being able to present to you guys today. And there is a muscle function to the heart. And of course, diseases that affect heart squeezing function, such as congestive heart failure, affects the heart muscle. There's a plumbing component, which is what I specialize in, is taking care of the coronary arteries that wrap around the heart and supply it blood. And of course, heart attacks are caused by blockages in those blood vessels, which interrupt blood flow to the muscle and then cause heart attacks, which then cause heart muscle damage. And of course, shortens life or can even end it at that moment.
Okay, on November of 28 of 2000, I had a heart attack, and I went to Self, and I stayed there 4 days, and then I went to Providence, where I was told that I would be there like 4 to 5 days after my bypass surgery.
You can't see me. First of all, I've got to say, hey, Dr. Kim, this is Gwen Childs. How are you?
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Good, thank you. Good to hear from you.
Great. Dr. Kim and I have worked a lot. We worked together at Self Regional Healthcare for many, many years on 7 tires, and my background is cardiac. And I just wanted to make the statement that in with Dr. Kim, all that, he is so right with the things that we need to do for ourselves. And also Wanda was right about doing the things that she needs to do for herself.
One thing that does do that is estrogen. So that is one of the protective things of why we think young women are protected, is because estrogen levels, high estrogen levels or normal estrogen levels will bump up that HDL level and offer that protection. But we can't, of course, offer that to everyone, including men.
Yeah, I'm going to say, if you're suggesting I take estrogen pills, I'm going to say that's a hard pass.
No one said no one ever.
As you can see, it was informative and engaging, and we thank all who joined us. Finally, at last month's breakfast meeting, Dr. Matthew Logan of Self Regional Healthcare spent time with us to talk about the COVID situation in Greenwood and about the vaccination rollouts that were just underway at the time. As a thank you, well, we'll let Kathy Swindell tell you.
We're delivering pizzas to the COVID workers and to the vaccination clinic on behalf of the Greenwood County Democratic Party. All told, it was 14 pizzas, 7 each. And we're doing this because Dr. Logan was so nice to speak to us at our last breakfast meeting. So we wanted to give him a big thank you.
So now we turn our attention to our speakers for today. As you watch, I hope you are not only informed, but are also inspired by those who are actively working to fight the good fight every day. At last month's meeting, Dr. Robert Saul said that everybody can play a different and unique role in the overall cause of being a good citizen. It's not always about marching in the streets or making phone calls or running breakfast meetings. For Dr. Saul, it was about writing books and writing letters to the newspaper. Please, this morning, think about what your role can be.